Hi, my name is Jason, and I'd like to show you a few of the tools I use to capture video. First one I'd like to show you is the Osmo Mobile 1. What this is a stabilizer gimbal for your cell phone. So you would put your phone in here. This one is actually kind of nice because it allows for pretty wide phones or phones with cases on them to go in. Got a little screw backing on there that you just tighten it up. And you go ahead and turn it on, and as you can see, whoop, pops right into action. This connects via Bluetooth, and it has its own little app that it uses. And as you can see here, this is the app. And we'll go ahead and connect to the camera. And as you can see here, it's connected using the phone's camera. And this little handheld grip right here, you'd hold it like this, thumb there. It's got a little trigger right here. This little thumb stick here moves the gimbal around. Allows you to get a nice smooth video without jumping or jittering or shaking while walking, which is great for walking through the woods or going to amusement parks or filming children's sports games or anything like that that you want to be able to follow stuff on. And this comes with a variety of different kinds of pictures you can take, from pornography photos, long exposure photos, timed photos, HDR photos, as well as video that you can take, that you can do time-lapse, hyperlapse, motion lapse, all these kinds of things that could be explained in a longer amount of time, but a bunch of different variety in the kind of photos that you can take and videos that you can take. And it's very good because it'll just fit right in your hand. It's not too heavy. A lot of controls right here that you can start and stop recording and take photos with it. You can even switch it around to make it selfie mode without even having to do anything. Hold it out in front of you, take some nice selfie pictures or pictures in front of you. Something that I also have is the sequel to that previous one. This is the Osmo Mobile 2. This one's a little bit different in that it's a little bit lighter. It's not made of metal, it's plastic. The holder for the phone is actually like a retractable metal arm, which I believe it'll probably hold about the same size phones. Software wise, it's pretty much the same thing. I don't think it really does all that much different, but one of the best things about this is the previous one takes batteries which last anywhere from 60 minutes to 90 minutes, depending on if you get a regular size or a high capacity version. This one actually has a charger. You just plug it in and it charges for up to 15 hours of use. Plus it also has this attachment on the bottom that you can see here. It's got a screw on the bottom, whereas most of these other ones have an attachment on the side, which kind of makes things a little weird for attaching tripods and monopods and things of that nature. This is great because it'll attach right on the bottom and still be normal orientation for what most people use. I also have one other piece of equipment that I'm using to film this right now, so I'm going to have to switch over to a cell phone to show you the one that I'm filming on right now. Okay, and this is on my cell phone. This is the other unit that I was using to film previously. This is a DJI Osmo Plus. As you can see, it's got a couple other little attachments like this here and this there. That is actually where your phone goes. You can see the video that's produced out of this. Same kind of structure as before with the little thumb controls, and it's also got the trigger on the back. This is actually one of the accessories I was talking about. It's got a telescoping stand and a tripod down here. And as I said before, this one, these other kinds attach to the side. As you can see, this is where it attaches here. So it's this actually is a DJI stand itself, which it has a little telescoping head here that can be moved around like this and like that. But it's great because these are side mounts. It can move to the side and still be oriented vertically, like most people would be used to. This is a 4K camera. What makes it a plus in the DJI catalog is the fact that it zooms, which most of these other ones don't really. Which is really great. It can actually allow you to get closer to something without actually having to be closer. And with a handheld, that's actually pretty great. There's a little bit of drawback to this one that I found out over time, that you can record long videos, but it breaks it into 9-minute sections, and when it breaks into another movie clip, the in-between loses about a second or so. So I mean, it's fine for filming nature and things that there isn't any consistent sound going over or anything important where you can be broken up in sections. But those are the units that I typically tend to use when I'm recording. And that is about it. As I said, there's a few other accessories that I have, and actually quite a few things you can get for this. Extra batteries and charging and whatnot, which I can go over a lot of these accessories in another video and another time. And also a couple of things I can go over is I also have another DJI product that is a drone, and that is something else that I use for filming, and that is actually a wonderful thing that it allows for just being able to get above trees and other objects that you wouldn't normally be able to do on the ground. And it's a wonderful addition to some photography and filming out and about in the world, vacations and other things. So hopefully that'll be another video, and hopefully this was enjoyable and informative, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.